Hello again. Today I'm going to be going through another distribution board, shock horror, but this one's a really good one. So this is classed as one of the more dangerous boards in the domestic sector, the Crabtree C50 board. So let's have a look at it. So once again we're going to go through our checks starting at the beginning. So notice anything about this incoming cable? So this is a loop supply. So incoming, outgoing. So this is looping off to the neighbour's supply. So this would limit how much load can go through this property. So we've got probably a 60 amp head in here. Yeah, it's leaking pitch again. So the bitumen's leaking out. So inside there, it'll be full of it and it can start leaking. It can be leaking because it's hot, but I mean, I don't think it is in this case. This is the material I was on about. So this black stuff can break down and it's a phenolic breakdown. And it starts carbonizing and then that can start conducting electricity. So it can actually become live to the touch. Our earth looks a bit naff here. So I don't know if that's a bonding conductor because that goes off and through the wall. I think that might be a bonding conductor, but the connection's not very clever, is it? And this braid is off. I think that's coming off of this one here. But it is linked into there. Oh no, I just touched it. Damn, I'm gonna get cancer. Shit. Our meter tail, so the top of the head looks good. They've actually put some putty in to seal it up and put some bungs in. So the meter operative has actually put some effort into this to make it nice and safe. There's no signs of copper, basic insulation or anything. So it's been installed well by the meter operator. And then we've got an isolator here as well, which seems in good condition. No basic insulation showing at either end. And we've now got a means of isolating the property. But what we want to get into is this bad boy, a Crabtree C50. So this is it. One of the more dangerous boards you can work on. Just remember that these videos are aimed at learners and people new to the trade. So I know it's not going to be that exciting or that revolutionary, but they are quite dangerous. So bear with me. So the Crabtree C50, if you notice about this board, first of all, it's metal clad. So we did have metal clad boards, then went to plastic, then we went back to metal. So it's come full circle. I don't know if I'm going to get up there, but IP felt's on the top. But to be honest, it's just how things were installed then. So yeah, it's obviously coded, but it's just how things were done. Here's our breakers. See, the current is written on the top. A good tell, I mean, these are 3871s. But you can tell by the ampage normally. So see, you've got 30, 15 and 5. So that's a good clue as to what the BS number is. But I'm going to take this cover off. Oh God, choking here. I'm going to take this cover off very carefully and show you the inside. Right, here it is in all of its glory. So as you can see, there's quite a lot of exposed copper. So that's the buzz bar there. I like the fact that it's numbered. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on there. So that's all exposed and quite easy to touch inadvertently. If you were working on this, perhaps you were going to go to turn this on and you had your finger on the top. I am a distance away, by the way. And then you could slip and touch the top. Underneath, the terminals are completely exposed. So on a modern MCB, they're sunk in, aren't they? So the screw terminal, you've got to get a screw in there. You can't actually get a finger in. Plus there'll be sort of covers normally internally and make it a lot safer to work on. So if you are ever working on one of these, just make sure you've got the power off and yeah, get comfortable with the things inside here. Even this is completely exposed. Normally they're kind of sunk in, aren't they? But you can see it's just completely flat and so easy to touch, especially if you were going to operate the main switch, because if you put your finger on the top, live parts, thumb on the bottom, live parts. So yeah, just be aware. You can see this main switch is a different BS number, so it's a 5419 rather than the 60, what is it, 60947-3. I think that's the one. So yeah, it's different types, so it would be different on the test sheet. As I said before, 3871 fuses, so 40, 30, 15, 55. It gives you an indication that they are the older type, but it will be written on the far side of it, of the MCB. To be honest, they still go for decent money online because you can't get spares in factories, and loads of factories have got these. So as they break down and stuff like that, they still go for decent money online. So don't chuck them away. It's worth just putting them on eBay. What else have we got inside here? Yeah, like I said, the IP fell at the top. That's just the way things were done really back then. Yeah, quite exposed. Trying to age this now. So these breakers, so they were 1989, the 3871 breakers were phased out, and the 60898s were introduced. So we know this board is at least from 1989, well, before then. The cable, red and black cable, and it's not, no, there's no tin copper, and it looks like it's metric. So that kind of ages it. Another clue is this. So yeah, we got green and yellow. So from sort of the late 60s to sort of mid 70s, I think it was 77, used green sleeving, not green and yellow. So I would say this is after 1977. So I would say this board is late 70s, early 80s by my guesstimation. So yeah, it's definitely been rewired, this house, at some point. It's not the original wiring, but yeah, that's the inside of it. Just be safe, and yeah, hopefully that's showed and people can learn from it. Just rambling now really, but a bit of dust has got in there. But I think it's a really cool thing. Quite an industrial look as well, and yeah, a bit of history there for you. But please, please, please be careful if you ever come across one of these. Oh, for fuck's sake. Smooth, smooth. Right, I hope you guys enjoyed that video and got a little bit of information out of it. Just be very careful when working on it. So that is the Crabtree C50 board. Catch you next time.